Rogova Sophia and I'm a student of the 10th grade of the Славутицький Lyceum. Today I want to present to you my project Celebration of Easter in Ukraine and England. Easter is an important Christian holiday celebrated in many countries around the world. It celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ and symbolizes new life, hope and renewal. Each country celebrates Easter in its own way, combining religious rituals with cultural traditions. Understanding how Easter is celebrated in Ukraine and England helps us appreciate the richness of each culture and promotes respect for religious and national traditions in a globalized world. So, the purpose of my work is to explore and compare how Easter is celebrated in Ukraine and England. By looking at the traditions, symbols and religious practice in each country, we can better understand both the differences and the similarities between these cultures. In Ukraine, Easter is called Великдень, which means a great day. It's one of the most important religious and family holidays for Ukrainians. It's deeply rooted in Christian traditions and includes a series of rituals and customs. The celebration begins 1 week before Easter Sunday with Palm Sunday, or Вербна неділя. Since palm trees don't grow in Ukraine, people bring pussy willow branches to church. These are blessed by the priest and then taken home. They are believed to bring health and protection to the household. The week before Easter is called Holy Week, or Страсний тиждень. During this week, people clean their homes, prepare festive meals, and go to church services. One of the most important traditions is baking Pascha, a special Easter bread that is decorated with crosses and symbols on top. On Easter Sunday, people wake up early and go to church for a special service. They bring beautifully arranged baskets filled with traditional foods, pascha, eggs, sausages, cheese, butter, and salt, to be blessed by the priest. This is a very symbolic moment because the food inside represents blessings and the end of the long Lenten fast. After the blessings, families return home and gather for a big festive meal. This meal is especially meaningful because it's the first time they eat meat, eggs, and dairy after fasting for 40 days during Lent. The Easter table is full of traditional dishes and everyone shares the blessed food with love and gratitude. Besides the food traditions, there are many unique Ukrainian Easter customs that make the celebration special. One of the most famous traditions is decorating eggs, which are called писанки and крашенки. Писанки are intricately decorated using a wax-resist technique with symbols that have deep meanings like protection, love, nature, and life. Each region of Ukraine has its own styles and colors. Крашенки, on the other hand, are eggs that are simply dyed in one solid color, often red, a symbol of life and Christ's sacrifice. Another important tradition is the Easter greeting. Instead of saying hello, people greet each other with Христос воскрес, meaning Christ is risen. And the traditional response is Воістину воскрес, indeed he is risen. This greeting is repeated throughout the Easter period, and it reflects the deep spiritual meaning of the holiday. In some parts of Ukraine, there are also old rituals involving water and fire. For example, people sprinkle each other with holy water to bring blessings, healing, and good fortune. In some villages, they light Easter fires, which are believed to protect the home from evil and to bring warmth, peace, and happiness for the coming year. These traditions make Easter in Ukraine not just a holiday, but a beautiful expression for faith, family, and national culture. In England, Easter is also an important Christian holiday and many people observe it both religiously and culturally, but it's also strongly associated with secular customs and commercial elements such as chocolate eggs and the Easter bunny. The celebration begins with Palm Sunday. In England, churches give out small crosses made of palm leaves to the congregation. These palm crosses are a reminder of both Jesus' entry into Jerusalem and his future sacrifice. Many people keep their palm crosses at home throughout the year as a symbol of faith and protection. After Palm Sunday comes Holy Week, which is the most sacred week in the Christian calendar. It includes several important days that lead up to Easter, especially Maundy Thursday and Good Friday. On Maundy Thursday, people remember the Last Supper when Jesus share the final meal with his disciples. In some churches, there are reenactments or special communion services to honor this event. In the UK, there is also a tradition where the monarch gives Monday money, symbolic coins, to elderly citizens as a gesture of service and humility. Good Friday is one of the most important days of Holy Week. It commemorates the crucifixion of Jesus and is observed with quiet reflection, prayer, and mourning. Many churches hold solemn services, and in some towns and cities, people take part in Passion Place, where the events of Jesus' trial and crucifixion are performed publicly. Good Friday is also a public holiday in England, so many people have the day off to attend church or spend time with family. Holy Week prepares believers spiritually for the joy of Easter Sunday, reminding them of the suffering, sacrifice, and love of Jesus Christ. On Easter Sunday, Christians attend church services to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Churches are often decorated with flowers, and the mood is joyful and full of hope. After the service, families usually gather at home to enjoy a festive Easter meal. A traditional Easter dish in England is the roast lamb, which symbolizes sacrifice and new life. In addition to church services and family meals, Easter in England is known for several fun and symbolic traditions, especially loved by children and families. One of the most popular customs, the Easter egg hunt. On Easter morning, children search for these eggs, often using small baskets to collect them. The Easter egg is a symbol of new life and rebirth, while the Easter bunny, so now originally a Christian symbol, has become a fun part of the modern holiday in many countries, including England. Another tradition is egg rolling. In some areas of England, people take part in egg rolling competitions. Participants roll hard-boiled eggs down a hill, and the egg that rolls the fastest without breaking wins. The rolling of the eggs is said to represent the stone being rolled away from Jesus' tomb after his resurrection. It reminds people of the miracle of Easter and the victory of life over death. One more famous tradition is eating hot cross buns. These are sweet spiced buns that are usually eaten on Good Friday. Each bun has a white cross on top made from flour, paste, or icing, which represents the crucifixion of Jesus. Hot cross buns have been a part of English Easter celebrations for many centuries. Together, the traditions show how Easter in England combines religious meaning with fun and festive customs that bring people of all ages together. Conclusion. Easter is a significant religious holiday in both Ukraine and England, but it's celebrated in different ways that reflect each country's culture, history, and religious traditions. Ukrainian Easter is rich in spiritual meaning and folk customs, including the blessings of Easter baskets, the baking of Pascha, and the decoration of Pisanki. In contrast, English Easter combines religious observance with modern traditions such as Easter egg hunts and the giving of chocolate eggs. Despite the differences, both countries use this holiday as a time for family reflection and celebration. These diverse traditions show how a shared religious event can be expressed in unique cultural ways, enriching our global understanding of Easter.